Hello and welcome to Knitcheek. My name is Natalie and I am the cheek behind Knitcheek, and today you are watching my Valentine's Day special. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie and I make videos about what I am knitting. And today I am doing a Valentine's Day episode, and I know that it's pronounced Valentine's Day, and I'm going to try really hard to say it that way, but I don't know why I've always said Valentine's, and I just cannot change it in my brain. I'm going to try to say Valentine's Day. I had the idea to curate an outfit for Valentine's Day. I don't know why, but I'm super excited about Valentine's Day this year, like inexplicably. I have no reason to be excited for Valentine's Day, but I'm like really excited about it. So I don't know. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood for hearts and flowers and cookies and everything Valentine's Day. The inspiration for this was that I bought some pink yarn from the SoCal Fiber Fair, and that is Sea Change DK, and this is a Corriedale yarn, and I bought this to make a beanie with because I have a commercially made pink beanie that I really like, and I wanted to knit myself a pink beanie. So I have one skein of this, and then I also want to make myself a pair of Valentine's Day socks. So I have some yarn to choose from here for that. I had the idea that I was going to sew myself a dress for Valentine's Day, and then realized like how ridiculous that is because I just started sewing. Like I just printed out a pattern from Rosary Apparel. I'm doing her free pajama shorts. Yeah, I have no business even thinking that I'm going to make a dress for Valentine's Day, but I'll probably just end up picking something that I already own that's going to look really cute with my new pink beanie and my Valentine's Day socks. So as far as the socks go, I've been doing Summer Lee's Colorwork Cuff Club socks every month, but I'm not going to wait for February 1st to start this because it is January 26th, which means I have 19 days before Valentine's Day to make a beanie and a pair of socks. And it's not like I'm not knitting other things. I'm knitting other things. I have to strategically strategize this. I have to make sure that I give myself enough time. So I'm not going to wait for her pattern that I don't even know if it would be Valentine's Day themed. Watch, it's going to come out and it's going to be super cute. My options for that, I have 3 Knit Pick Stroll colors here. This is Horchata, this is Dogwood Heather, and this is Poppy. So I could make some really Valentine's Day socks with this. Like this is vomiting Valentine's Day, like hearts. My goal is to cast on my beanie today since I don't know what beanie I'm going to make. I'm debating between trying to do an Oslo with one skein or trying to do not a triple brim, a regular brim beanie. So I'm in between those two. So I'm going to go double check yardages and see how much this weighs too, because sometimes they give you a little bit more than 100 grams. But I'm less indecisive about this than I am the socks. So I'd like to cast this on and then maybe just look through some of I have 4 sock books that I can look through for inspiration for socks. That is my plans. I also got these really cute boots. I want to show you these boots. Look at these. These were no small feat to attain. Okay, so I first saw these in Stone Knit's Joyous Socks Colorwork sock book. I thought they were really cool, and then I saw on TikTok that somebody was trying them on at Marshall's. And so in my brain, I started going to Marshall's looking for these boots, and I saw them, but not in my size. So I started going to all the Marshall's. And I live in Southern California, which is just like a conglomeration of urban populate. Like there's no like end to cities. Like it's one city rolls into the next city. So there'll be like 5 Marshall's within a 30-minute radius to me. So I think I went to 3 different Marshall's, and then a friend of mine went to another Marshall's to check for me. And I was about to throw in the towel because I did find them not in my size. I'm a size 7.5. These are size 8, but they were like $80 to $100 at these Marshall's. And I was like, you know what? That's too much for boots that I literally just want so that I could wear my hand knit socks in them. I was like, I don't know. And plus I couldn't find my size. I ended up going to TJ Maxx and found these for $64 in a size 8, and they fit. So I got really lucky, but these were a hunt to find. I don't know if you'll have any luck still finding them, but it's worth looking. I got really lucky. These were the only ones at the TJ Maxx. They didn't even have a box, and they were actually marked the wrong size, so they were marked a size 7. So that could also be why they were still there, because they were marked the wrong size. Maybe people were trying them on and being like, these are too big. They're a little big, but I did try on a 7, and then like the boot immediately got foggy because your feet are sweaty, and they were fitted. These are like a little bit more roomy, but they don't get foggy from my feet sweat. That's so gross. They don't get foggy because there's a little bit of room in there. So this may or may not be part of the outfit that I'm imagining for myself for Valentine's Day. I may have just bought these legit just to take pictures of socks in. Would I wear these outside? Yes, 100%. But I don't know how easy they're going to be to like style with my outfits, but they're really cute. This is my Valentine's Day episode. I'm just going to have you follow me around the 19 days that I have while I try to knit a pair of beanies and socks and put together a outfit for Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so it's the next day, the morning. It is the 27th, Tuesday, early in the morning. Last night, you're like, what is this? I knit my first section of the Hidden Scraps beanie, which is where it's kind of similar to the weekend hat, but you use scrap yarn for the parts that you don't see in the triple fold beanie so that you can use a whole skein. It's a really cool pattern. You do join the fold too, which I really like. She also has a tutorial on YouTube for that pattern, which is really cool. So I started this last night, and then I got nervous that it was too small. So I wanted to block it and check, but I wanted to also know what the actual main color yarn was going to look like. So I did like, I don't know, 7 rows, and then I blocked it last night so that I could see if it fit and if it was a similar fit to this hat. Anyways, I blocked this, it fits fine. So I'm going to put it back on my needles and continue to work in my waste yarn. And I'm just gonna sacrifice this little bit of yarn, it's fine. But I did notice that this tonal is pulling, so I think I need to helical knit it, which I only have 1 skein, so I have to like weigh and split the skein, which is not fun. But I still have like an inch of knitting of the scrap yarn, so I'm gonna do that and then worry about helical knitting. So that's where I'm at on the beanie. Crisis averted. I thought I was going to have to start over with a medium. Hello, it is Wednesday the 29th. I don't know how many days I have left, but it's only been 2 days. I cast this on Monday. I didn't work on this at all yesterday. This morning, I am adding my second fold to this beanie and adding in my main color. I did split my yarn into 2 portions yesterday so that I can alternate skeins because I noticed that the tonal yarn was pooling. It's really pretty, the tonals in it, but it definitely had like almost like a purple streak in there, so we're gonna have to alternate skeins, which is something that sometimes you have to do with indie dyed yarn. Hopefully I can get this second brim done today, and then I also need to pick out a pair of socks because I don't have any socks on the needles. I just finished my January socks. I'm also working on a cardigan, and I did get some knitting on that done yesterday too, and I want to get some knitting on it. I want to knit on it a little bit today too, so I have multiple things fighting for my attention. All right, I'm gonna knit for a bit. I'm currently knitting my brim together. This is no joke, probably my 5th attempt. I am really struggling. I almost said, F this, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna do like the weekend hat where you like tuck it into itself. But then I watched Haley's tutorial on how to make this beanie and saw that she was doing it with a crochet hook. So that is what I'm doing. I'm still not sure though, like if I'm on the right track, like if I'm gonna end up with the right amount at the end. And you can kind of see a little bit of the contrast color coming through, but I cannot be bothered to undo that because this has honestly been a huge pain in the ass. So I'm running out of daylight here, so I was just going to check in before. Wow, I have so much more to go. I'm gonna keep doing this and then maybe check in with you, but probably tomorrow morning just because the sun is rapidly setting. And sorry about the angle, but I am just covered in pets. So I can't be bothered. And then I have baby kitty over there. Got some yarn mail, and I'm watching some Stardew Valley plays because I am a dork. See you tonight or tomorrow. and hopefully I won't be crying that this didn't work. Quick try on. I just connected my first two parts of the brim, which was a pain in the ass. It was so hard. My hand hurts. I don't usually knit until my hands hurt, but I did today. And I'm just gonna give it a quick little try on. This is my brim. I have I think 4 rows that'll tuck under, and it's upside down, but just for a little fit check here. I don't know if it'll grow much with blocking. I already blocked the other side of it. Check in with y'all tomorrow if I make any updates. I may need to take a break on this one and focus on casting on some socks because honestly, my hands hurt. It's Thursday morning, it's the 29th. I've just spent some time going through all of my sock knitting books and picking out some patterns for my Valentine's Day socks. So far, I'm in between this pattern by Charlotte Stone in her Joyful Colorwork Socks book, but this is a little intimidating for me for sure. And then I'm also looking at maybe just doing a pair of cable knit socks by Summer Lee. And for that, I have her Seafarer socks. And then I would just do those in like a solid pink color. So those are my 2 options. And then I'm leaning towards just knitting in this like pink and this white that has like a hint of pink in there. These 2 colors. I think I'm gonna skip the red. Oops. So I'm gonna put the red and those 2 books away. I didn't find anything in the other 2 books. Keep these out. But it's January 29th, which means, hi. Okay, well, you know, my tripod's on the table, you're moving it around. It's January 29th, which means the 1st is in 2 days. It's on Saturday. So I'm like, maybe I should just pump the brakes and wait the 2 days. Like originally I had planned on casting on a pair of socks earlier than today, so I would have more time. Yes, I can get a substantial amount of sock knitting done in 2 days, but I also am still working on my beanie, which is taking a long time. So I'm fine. I don't need the socks now. And then it'll give me something to do on Saturday to cast on these socks. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I will probably check in with y'all on my Valentine's Day progress on Saturday, and I'll show you how far I am on my beanie, and I will be casting on a pair of socks. The thing is, I really like the overall cable knit, but I really want an excuse to wear my clear boots, so I want to do something color work. I've never done an all over color work sock, just the cuffs, and so I'm a little scared. And then I'm going to end up giving myself 2 weeks to do this, and colorwork socks take more time. Like I feel like if I could do the cable knit socks, I could get those done, no problem. This is going to be tight. Do you want me to hold you? Okay, I'm going to go hold Peaches. Well, I'm just stuck sitting here on the floor now because Peaches decided to take a nap, but I did have a thought. What if I cast on the colorwork socks by Stone Knit in her Joyous Colorwork Socks book, the heart pattern? I can start it and see if I like it. My hesitation is that she rates her colorwork socks a lot different than Summer Lee does, her technique for like the tension, where she has you add a bunch of stitches and knit on the same needle size. Well, Summer Lee will frequently have you up your needle size for the colorwork portion. That makes me a little scared. What I might do is cast them on and knit a little bit and see if I like them. It's only 2 days. I probably wouldn't get that far. I could always rip them out, and I might be able to salvage the cuff depending on if it goes with the new design that Summer Lee comes out with. I don't know if she's going to come out with a Valentine's Day sock. I really don't. So that's what I could do, and if I decide I don't like the different way that she is writing her colorwork socks, I can always rip that out and then just go with what I'm used to. So that's my idea that I'm going to do. I may not get around to this because I plan on being pretty busy today and tomorrow, and this weekend. We're pretty busy. I just vacuumed this rug and I still feel like I have hair all over me. Okay, I'm gonna get off the floor. I'm gonna go get ready. I'm gonna film a video. Yeah, Joey's gonna come home. He's gonna bring me home some Indian food from Big Bear. He worked in Big Bear today and I'm super excited. It's my favorite restaurant. Hi. It is Saturday, February 1st. Let me show you my progress that I have made on my Hidden Scraps beanie. It's turning out really nicely. I think I have like another inch left to knit, and then I can start my decreases. So the last time I spoke to you, I think I was just finishing the brim. I did a little bit more pink and then I joined into my scrap yarn, and then now I'm working with the main color again. So just a bit more. And if you're worried I'm giving away the pattern, she actually has a whole tutorial that she walks you through this on YouTube. So yeah, that's looking really good. It's really pretty. I really like the squish. It's nice and thick. And yeah, that's it. So it's February 1st, and Summer Lee came out with her Colorwork Cuff Club sock, I think Thursday night. So good thing I didn't cast on a pair of Colorwork socks before, because hers ended up being Valentine's Day themed, and they're really cute. Just kidding. I did. I cast on the, what are they called? Groovers of the Heart socks by Charlotte Stone in her book Joyful Colorwork Socks. And yeah, this is I've done one repeat of the chart. They're a lot of work. But it's not unenjoyable, and it's not super time consuming. Like, I feel like it goes by okay. My only concern is that they're coming out bigger than the socks that I normally knit when I'm knitting Summer Lee designs, and that is just, she has a different technique where you go up stitch count and needle size to make up for the tension. So my normal cast on, I'm knitting, I think the size small, they're still bigger than when I knit a medium in Summer's design. So I don't know what's causing that. It could be because my tension is super loose. Like, I have mastered the colorwork tension in the round, like, but I may have overcompensated and now it's like too loose and too stretchy. So who knows? I'm pretty smitten with these. I'm going to continue to knit them. I have 2 weeks from today until Valentine's Day, but really I'd like to finish this before. The beanie is almost done. That is no big deal. And then these will be my Valentine's Day project until then, but I have to knit 2 of these bad boys, so that's daunting. And I also am swatching for another sweater soon, tonight, I don't know, and then hopefully casting that on this weekend, tomorrow, and I'm still working on my test knit. So it's not like I only have this to work on. My goal tonight is to finish the leg and to finish a short row heel or start it. We'll see. But I will definitely catch in with y'all tomorrow and let you know how that is going. So yeah, I'm not gonna do Summer Lee's sock, even though that would have been way simpler than this, but I'm just so into these that I'm gonna keep doing them. I don't think I would do another Valentine's Day sock just because Valentine's Day is gonna be over, but maybe. But I could see myself doing another pair of like vanilla socks after this. I don't know. Or maybe like a basic ribbed or something to clear the palette. And then I think in March, I will knit another pair of colorwork socks. That would be an extra pair of socks this month, but I feel like I need it. Oh, I wanted to update you on my beanie. I think I might knit like 1 more inch of this and then block it to make sure it's long enough. I don't know. I don't know if I need to do that. I kind of want to. I'm still nervous that it's going to be too small. Like, I don't know. I just don't want to think about that. I have like 1 inch before decreases on the beanie. I'd like to get through my sock tonight. As you can see, the sun is setting. It's about 5. I'm a little crampy today, and I just ate like a chocolate chip cookie, and all I want to eat is chocolate, and I think I'm going to sit with a heating pad and just knit for the rest of the night. So yeah, I'm going to work on my sock. I'm going to do my beanie, and I'm feeling like ordering out. I have no business ordering food out right now. Like, I just made soup, and we have a bunch of soup in the fridge, but I'm not in the mood for soup. I want Thai food or something. This could be the hormones talking, but the hormones are talking. So I'm gonna go. The sun is setting. I'm so sorry for this rambly, excited Saturday night, but I'm hopped up on Advil and chocolate chip cookies, and I don't know, I'm just feeling good. So peace out. See you later. It's Monday, February 3rd, and I didn't film a lot this weekend because I didn't feel great. Hormones 1. Natalie 0, hormones 1. I just didn't feel great, and I also like hated everything that I was making, and I was like just not into it. So I feel better now, a little bit. I'm still not feeling 100%, but whatever. We're here. And I wanted to catch you up on my projects. So here is my sock. This is called Groove is in the Heart Socks by Charlotte Stone. So I did my German short row heel. Hated it, by the way, but I did it. And then I joined back my multicolors and did it a couple rows. I have never seen bigger holes in socks. Never in my entire life. The holes in this are insane. I did look up some YouTube tutorials on like how to not do that, but I'm not going to undo this because this right here, this caused tears. I was close to tears when doing this. I was hormonal, so that may have been a part of it, but I had to rip it out once and I just hated the entire process. I have to do it one more time for the second sock, but after that, I don't think I would ever try this heel again. I just didn't like the process of doing it. We're gonna have to try something else because I didn't like this. That's where I'm at with that. My hat is blocking. I was like, it's too big and too small at the same time. I'm afraid the superwash blocked more than the other one. I don't know, but it's blocking. I'm sure that it's gonna be fine, but I just had a rough weekend emotionally, so everything was just seemed doomsday. Hoping to get some of the foot done on this. If I'm going to finish this in time, I gotta get going on these. So that's where I'm at. I am going to go get some lunch and go help Joey out a little bit today, I hope, and then catch in with y'all tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be back to good as new Natalie, who doesn't have pimple patches and isn't grumpy. I'm sure I'll get there. Can't all be sunshine and rainbows, right? Okay, bye. Groovers in the heart. Groovers in the heart. Good morning. It is Tuesday, February 4th, and I have gotten through the foot of my sock, but it's too long. So I need to rip out a row of colorwork, which really pains me to do, but you know, it's too long. I'm gonna do that and then I'm gonna finish the toe. I can't believe I think my tension was just looser doing that. I'm not really sure. I thought I was going to have to knit a longer foot because I did a different type of heel where you just knit the heel. I'm not making my gusset decreases here. So I'm very confused. All I know is I tried it on, it's too long. That is my plan for this morning. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. My beanie's done. I just need to weave in the ends today. I kind of turned it inside out to dry the inside of it, and then it should be fine. It fits good. And then I just have to do the second sock, and it's only the 4th. I mean, I have plenty of time. I think that's all for today. That's all I have to talk about. Bye. I've finished my sock. And I am going to do something I normally don't do. I'm gonna go block this because I'm just really excited about it and I really want to see what it's going to look like blocked because it's color work, and I think blocking it will make a huge difference. So I'm gonna go block this, and then I will probably end up casting on the second one like later this evening, and then I will try to do a beanie try on, maybe weave in my ends to do a beanie try on today as well. I'm gonna go block this. It is Wednesday. I just filmed like a whip Wednesday for TikTok and realized that I have flour all over me from making banana muffins this morning. Whatever. Just updating you guys on my project. So I have a finished sock. All ends are woven in. She's ready to go. I just need to make the second one. I got really excited and blocked this one because I really wanted to see it blocked. It is definitely a little bit like bigger than some of my other socks, but I think that's gonna be okay because I washed my November socks and they shrunk up a bit, and I feel like they fit really nice with that, like a little bit of extra, I don't know. So I can wash these and they're gonna be fine. She has you like increase to do color work to give you like a easier to get over your heel tension going on thing, plus go up a needle size. I did not go up a needle size, I just increased, and I'm glad that I decided to do that. I think my tension for color work is spot on now. I'm not saying an expert at color work, but I've gotten my tension to where I can get this over my foot. There's absolutely like no tugging. I just knit it really, really loose, like ridiculously loose. But now it's, you know, it's a little slouchy, but I think it's okay. It's kind of like a colorwork sock too, because you have a layer of floats on the back. It's like these are thicker than normal socks. These are almost like, I wear regular socks during the day and then I wear sleep socks a lot during the winter. Like it's just a slightly thicker sock that I wouldn't necessarily wear out unless we were like going up in the snow or something. And that's what these kind of remind me of. Like they're just thicker. So obviously I'm gonna wear these on Valentine's Day 100%, but they might just be like a sock that I sleep in. I don't know why I'm just flopping it around everywhere. Okay, so I need to cast on the second one. I'm hoping to do that today, but I don't know. I have a lot going on today. I have a lot of like want to do things. My Hidden Scraps beanie is dry and ready to go. So this is what it turned out like. I really love it. Love the fit of it. If you know, I was having a rough weekend and like was hating everything that I was knitting, but I was just a little drama. I need to weave in a bunch of ends, and that is because I kind of fiddled around in the beginning with like casting it on. I was scared that it was going to be so I cast on from here. I was scared that it was going to be too big, so I did like a little swatch of pink and then blocked it. So that's why there's like a stripe there, and then I finished the Hidden Scraps portion with my Hidden Scraps, and then you knit the front part, and then this part, it's confusing. And then this part, it's a really well thought out design here. I mean, I guess you could just apply this to another beanie, but I don't know if I have the brain power to do that without her instructions. But now that I know how she did this, I feel like you could apply it to other triple fold beanies. Let me try it on for y'all's. How does it look? I can't see. It came out perfect. Like the weekend hat that I knit, I was like, I wish I would have done the brim a little bit longer, and I wish I would have made the beanie a little bit longer. So I had that next to me while I was making this, and I did exactly that. I made the brim a little bit thicker, and I made the length a little bit thicker. Or a little bit longer. Not a huge amount, but enough. That's where I'm at in my Valentine's Day projects. I'll catch up with y'all when I am somewhat into my second sock. Welcome to Knitcheek After Dark. I decided that I'm going to time myself and see how long it takes me to do a round of color work. No one asked, but I thought... Oh, we done? The burgers? Oh, these are well done, man. Sorry, I was cooking burgers. So yeah, let's time and see how long it takes me to do one row. Like one whole colorwork motif here. Because I think I'm getting faster. They're super well done. All right, Joey, I get it. They're well done. Oh my God. This is why I don't film when he's home. This is why. One color motif row took 45 minutes, 44 minutes and 39 seconds. I didn't take any breaks. I sat here and knit the entire 45 minutes. Probably do at least one more tonight. Hello, it is February 9th. It is like 4 p.m. on February 9th. I haven't done a great job of updating y'all on my sock process, but sorry. I finished it. I finished my second sock in 4 days. I cast this on Thursday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I actually didn't knit. No, I did. I knit on all the days. So I knit this entire sock in 4 days, and I don't know what's going on. It like flew by. I think I'm really in the groove of colorwork knitting. Like I've got it down. I no longer am worried about like my tension. I used to check every row and kind of stretch it out to make sure that it didn't catch, the floats were too short or anything. And I think just practice and doing this over and over again. The first sock, the leg of it, I was like, it took me forever, not forever, but it was really painstakingly, like I had to be really focused. And then the leg was a lot easier. And then this one, I feel like it just flew by. Like I was able to do this on the go. I was able to do it while having a conversation, while watching a movie, while listening to audiobooks, you know? That was great. So I feel like this is a new chapter where like I am unlocking color work and it's making more sense to me. The two things that contributed to that was that I wasn't checking my tension constantly, and I no longer am trying to knit with two colors, like one in each hand, like one continental and one throwing. I am now dropping my main color and just picking up my contrast color. And I found that I knit color work faster this way. So that's a huge win for me. That being said, I tried to have a really good attitude about doing the short row heel again, because if you remember, I absolutely hated doing this short row heel. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have a positive attitude going into this. I'm just going to break it down. I had to rip this one out, I think 2 or 3 times to get it right. This one was no different. I had to rip it out once and restart the decreases. And then I found that to make it easier, what I did was like 3 needles going, and my unworked short row stitches on the sides, I kept on different needles than the short rows that I was working on, and then I would pick up a needle from each side needle. And if you've never worked short rows, it's not going to make sense to you, but if you have, I hope it does. Anyways, that helped me a lot because I just wasn't able to identify the gap. They're regular short rows, not German short rows. That could be the problem. It's a lot easier to identify a double stitch that you make in German short rows. So I wasn't able to identify that, and I would constantly miscount and make mistakes. So I did that, and I was feeling really great about it until I ended it, and I was 2 stitches short. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna increase 2 stitches. And I did that. And in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have done that. I think I should have redone it, because this is a lot of color work that I'm never going to rip out to redo that heel. And it's a little bit wonkier than the original one. I tried it on pre-blocked, and the sock felt overall smaller than the first sock, but I'm hoping that that's part blocking, and I think just part my tension getting a little bit tighter because I wasn't knitting as loose, because I realized that this sock is very, I mean, you can stretch this thing, there's absolutely no catching, and I think I just got a little bit more relaxed on that one. This one's the same, you could still stretch it and there's no tugging of the floats, but I don't know, this one just felt smaller. But now that I've measured post block, the color work is roughly about the same length. So I think what is what is making this sock feel wonky is the short row. I don't know what I did or where I messed up, but I messed up somewhere. I don't know where. I really don't. The first sock, I seamed the holes already. This one I kind of got lazy. I only wove in the top ends because I didn't know if I was going to have to rip out the toe and like add length within the toe, because I'm not going to knit another row of this because that would be too much length. But I think it's fine. So I saved seaming in the hole. I tried harder on this sock to not create holes with my short row heel, but I mean, you could see through these holes. It's crazy. Yeah, that was just not happening. So there's still really large holes on that. So here we are. It's Sunday, February 9th. I have 2 finished socks and I have my hat, and I'm really happy. I kind of like was thinking about if I want to get this video up a couple of days before Valentine's Day so that people want to watch it, I need to finish. So I'm glad I finished this. I finished this in my beanie. Now I want to like put together a Valentine's Day outfit for pictures, but for me to wear. Well, we have plans for Valentine's Day, but on Sunday. And then I also have plans for Valentine's Day for my girlfriends. We will call it Valentine's Day, like it's not original or anything, and that's not until like the week after Valentine's Day. So I have all sorts of events to wear my things to, actual Valentine's Day. I have days to look forward to of wearing all these knits on actual Valentine's Day, the Sunday that we're gonna go out, and the Galentine's Day the following week. So I'm really excited to get a lot of wear out of these right now. And yeah, so I'm just gonna wait for these to dry. My beanie's done. I think I'm gonna put my Ariana cardigan as part of the outfit. I really can't wait till I'm at a point in sewing where I can like make clothes for outfits that go with my sewing knits. I'm really inspired by Casey from the Young Folk Knits, who like curates her outfits with like her sewn pieces and her knitting pieces, and I really want to get there. And I want to go pick up some Valentine's Day M&Ms. This is something that I do every year, where I will make my chocolate chip cookies and I will put M&Ms in them. And I do that for Christmas and Valentine's Day because they make the colored M&Ms. I haven't done it for Christmas in a long time, but I like the Valentine's Day ones a lot. But they are becoming harder and harder to find, these M&Ms. So I'm going to go to CVS of all places and see if they have these M&Ms because the grocery store didn't have them. So that's what's on my agenda for right now, is to go pick up some M&Ms. All right, well, I'm going to go see if I can find some M&Ms and go pick up some flowers for a flower arrangement. And I'll catch up with y'all later. If you thought the Valentine's Day shenanigans were over, you were wrong. Yesterday, I wanted to crochet some hearts to make a garland. So I crocheted 5 hearts. All of them are uniquely wonky in their own way. I think only one of them came out to the pattern. I used a YouTube tutorial, and I think only one of them is correct. All the other ones, there's at least some mistake, but they also look like hearts. They have like a weird like wonkiness in them. And then I decided for the garland that I wanted to do like every other heart with an X and an O. So I made 2 O's, and then I made like 3 X's, but only one came out. So I'm gonna try to replicate this morning, and then I think that'll be my garland. This was a really quick project. These took no time. These took a little bit more time, mostly because it was a learning experience for me, but I forgot how much I like crochet. I always forget to crochet. And I did block these so they look cuter than they did yesterday. These, I don't know if blocking yours can help these, but it's fine. They're just little. I wish I had more Valentine's Day decorations, but I'm happy to have this garland that didn't cost me any money. I used scraps from my Ariana cardigan. I originally did like 6 granny squares that were off gauge, and I didn't know what to do with them, and I ended up ripping them out and using them for one of the baby bear bonnets that I made. But with some of the other colors, I'm just making stuff like this because they're so short. I mean, I think I used 3 of the cut pieces per heart, so I did have to weave in ends. These I used 1. So if I could find other things like this to do with all of these scraps, that would be really nice. It is now Tuesday, February 11th, and I am going to wrap up my Valentine's Day video by saying thank you for watching. This is my finished beanie, and I have my finished socks. It is another dark and gloomy day here in Southern California, so I will definitely include some photos of all my finished knits, along with some of the video I took of the garland that's hanging up on my mantle. It's, you know, I don't have a lot of Valentine's Day decorations, but maybe I will make a couple more hearts to stick on my mirror or something, or get some flowers or something to put up there. But I'm really happy with the garland and the way that it turned out. I think it's super cute. As far as my Valentine's Day outfit that I put together, I'm really excited to wear it on actual Valentine's Day. And I really got a kick out of those boots. They are just the cutest. I love those clear boots so much. And I can't wait to knit more colorwork socks to wear in them. The beanie fits perfect. I absolutely love this beanie. I would definitely recommend this pattern, the Hidden Scraps beanie by Haley. And I will put her link and her link to the video in the description below, as well as the link to the video tutorial for the crochet hearts. The crochet sweater is the Ariana cardigan, and I did not make this for Valentine's Day, but I've kind of been wearing it a ton the last 2 weeks since I started filming this. I had said in my Everything I Made in 2024 video that this wasn't something I got a lot of wear out of because it's like a sweater with holes, but I have been wearing it a lot inside when it's cold, and that's pretty nice. Hoping to get more wear out of it in the spring when it's not too cold, and I could probably wear it outside and be happy about the holes. And the socks I'm going to save for Valentine's Day to wear, and then I'll probably end up washing them a couple times to wear them a couple more times this month. But this has been so much fun to take you through the journey of making a couple of Valentine's Day pieces. Maybe I can do more next year if I start earlier. So that is all that I have for y'all today, and I'm going to wrap up this video by saying thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!